What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And I just want to say a little something, man. If you got a friend that's a Caitlin Clark fan or a casual who said that they were boycotting the WNBA playoffs, especially the finals now, because Caitlin Clark wasn't involved, please tell them that they are missing out. As this WNBA finals has had everything you could ask for: defense, offense, game winners, now even referee controversy. You got to have that in the mix, right? But everything you could want for this WNBA finals has lived up to the hype. And we got two juggernaut teams going at it. And now it's all the marbles on the table. As the Minnesota Lynx were able to pull out the victory in game 4 and to push this series to a game 5 where winner takes all. And before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. As I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to hear what y'all have to say about these topics, especially my WNBA, man. Because this is a special, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is about the WNBA, but it's very near and dear to me, as I love to support these women. Now, the WNBA does have its flaws. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but just the sense of parity and competition, I mean, you just hardly see it on this level in sports anymore. You know, the NBA has totally gone into trash mode, in my opinion. I still enjoy the NBA from time to time. The NFL, you know, they're trying their best to make it trash, extracting as much of the defense as they can from the game without making it total flag football yet anyway. I love the MLB, you know, but it is comes and goes. You know, I've suffered through some baseball games where they play an entire 9 innings. The score is 0-0, and then somebody smacks a home run or score one run at the end of the game, and that's ultimately what decides the game. And hockey is still something I'm learning, but the WNBA, man, spicier meatball. Everything I want from it. Parity, star power. We even got some great rookies, as I mentioned at the top of the video, with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, and many others. But this game, or this WNBA Finals, features two of the more premier players in the league, two players from my favorite collegiate basketball program, the UConn Huskies, as Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, who used to be teammates low-key, have faced off, and they have lived up to the hype, carrying both their teams as far as they can take them, and, you know, and having their supporting crew pull their weight as well. Again, this WNBA Finals, excuse my rant, but it has been, in my opinion, utterly awesome. So, before we get into the my commentary on this game, I just want to read this article from ESPN real quick, as they really culminated. I think who wrote this article? Because I love me some sports writing, man. You know, I like reading these articles. Michael Vopel did a great job writing this article. I read it just a little while ago, and I thought that he really summed up this WNBA Finals pretty well. So if y'all don't mind, we're going to read this real quick, and then I'll give my commentary at the end. And we're going to talk a little bit about Game 5, expectations, and all that goody stuff. So, Mr. Michael says, for the first time since 2019, the WNBA Finals are going the distance. With a lot of experience in these games over the years, Minnesota coach Cheryl Reeve was asked what she thought would be the difference Sunday when the Lynx meet the New York Liberty to decide the WNBA League champion. I wish I knew, Cheryl Reeve said. I'd either not sleep or I sleep really good. It's two great teams, and who knows? This has been a series responding to tough losses. On Friday at Target Center, it was Minnesota. It was Minnesota's turn. The Lynx won 82-80 on 2 free throws from Bridget Carlton with 2 seconds left. Very impressive, because Miss Bridget Carlton has had a bit of a offensive slump in this series. She hit a big 3, you know, in the fourth quarter, and also the game-sealing free throws. Um, Okay. The game after the Wednesdays, excuse me, that came after Wednesday's game three in Minnesota when Sabrina Ionescu made a 3-pointer, a 28-foot three-pointer, excuse me, with 1 second left for an 80-77 Liberty victory. Big shot from Bree. I wrote I did a video covering that. If y'all want to recap that game, please check out that video. With a chance Friday to secure their first WNBA title in franchise history, the Liberty fell short and now must be the team that responds after disappointment again. New York did that in game two with an 80-66 victory that followed a crushing 95-93 game one loss that went into overtime. Those two games were at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, as Sunday's game will be as well. We bounced back after a loss really, really well and making sure that everybody is on the same page moving forward. And we want to make sure everybody's on the same page moving forward, said New York's star Breanna Stewart. In the playoffs, in a series, there's going to be momentum shifts. There were momentum shifts in this game tonight. But game four was the tightest in the series throughout all 40 minutes with 14 lead changes and 13 ties. As was the case in game three, the Lynx took a 1 point lead into the fourth quarter. In the final 4 minutes, the team traded big plays, including Carlton and Kayla McBride making three-pointers for Minnesota and Jonquel Jones getting a three-point play for New York. With 35 seconds left, the Liberty missed three chances at the basket and then had a shot clock violation, which happened pretty often in this game. The New York Liberty, man, they get into these slumps where they just don't pay attention to the clock, and I guess they be thinking they got an unlimited amount of time to get a shot up because they suffer several shot clock violations in this series, I believe in this game alone. Liberty coach Sandy Brondello was angry after the game about the officiating. Noticed she tried to call a timeout during that stretch but wasn't heard. It gave Minnesota the ball with 18.1 seconds left and scored. And the score was tied 80-80. The Lynx looked to Courtney Williams to take a potential winning shot. She missed, but Carlton was fouled on the rebound by Ionescu. Carlton was a second-round draft pick out of Iowa State in 2019 by Connecticut and was waived by the Sun in her rookie season. Minnesota picked her up, and she found a home with the Lynx. This has been by far her best WNBA season as she became a full-time starter for the first time and averaged a career-high 9.6 points per game in the regular season. Carlton made both free throws with 2 seconds left, and Ionescu missed a desperation three-pointer at the buzzer. I think it's an epitome of I think it's an epitome of the year she's had and how important she's been to the team, Cheryl Reeves said of Carlton, who finished with 12 points and 4 rebounds. She's a hustle play player, so that was on display. You can always count on her to be there for you. Kayla McBride led Minnesota with 19 points. For New York, Jones had 21, and a very impressive rookie that nobody really talks about. I mean, even me, forgive me, y'all, but Leonie Fibich, she also pitched in 19 points, and she has been a big contributor for this New York Liberty team as far as all the way through, from the beginning of the season to now into the WNBA Finals. The article continues for Stewart and Minnesota's Nafisa Collier, both all WNBA first-team selections. Friday was another tough battle as they often guard each other. Stewie was 5 of 21 from the field, finished with 11 points, and Collier was 4 of 10. She finished with 14. We are both great players, Collier says. It's going to get harder and harder each time to get the shots that you normally get. Sunday will be the 9th meeting in 2024 between Collier and Stewart, who have been UConn and USA basketball teammates, and the Lynx, between the Lynx and the Liberty. And it will be the game that decides if New York wins a long-awaited first WNBA championship or Minnesota wins a WNBA record and leading 5th championship. It would be the 8th game 5 in WNBA Finals history, with the 6th that Reeve will be a part of as either an assistant at Detroit. She was an assistant coach in 2006 and 2007, or head coach of the Minnesota Lynx 2015, 2016, 2017, and now 2024. All of those have gone to game fives, which is game seven in the NBA language. She was on the winning side in 2006 and 15 and 2017. Will that be the case Sunday? I do feel very blessed in my career to have a chance to have been a part of so many. Reeves said, having won them all, I think what I'm just thrilled about is that this group gets to experience a game five. It's beyond words how we feel about this team, and we just wanted them to be in the finals. Number one and number two, put themselves in position to win a championship, and we've done just that. And that concludes the article, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, as you heard it, a lot of history on the line, a lot of moments in this WNBA series that I truly feel like whoever wins this championship absolutely deserved it. There was some controversy about that said foul at the end of the game with Carlton and the foul being on Ionescu. I'll review that in another video, but respectfully, like I say, you're going to have these mishaps in such a close series like this. And when you have two, again, heavyweights just throwing blow for blow at each other, and responding how both teams have responded, it has been championship level stuff. You would think, well, of course, my UConn program has produced many, many, many champions. But you would think that Nafisa Collier and Breonna Stewart, had already won championships this time last year, as both these teams have shown championship DNA. But as far as my game five, I'm gonna stick with what my original prediction was the New York Liberty. I thought this series would go 5 games, as the Minnesota Lynx are if not the number one defensive team in the league. At least I believe they're top 3, and they're the number one 3-point shooting team as well. And then on the other side, you got the New York Liberty, who have the advantage of being the bigger team in this game, as they have. I believe I got to look at the total score. The rebounding has been, the total stats. The rebounding for the New York Liberty has been incredibly flopsided. In fact, let's look at this box score real quick in this game, and then look at some team stats as well. But that's not deterred the Minnesota Lynx at all. That they have actually countered the New York Liberty's length with speed and IQ. Just making smarter plays and stretches, not without their mistakes, but very impressive. Okay, hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. Very impressive how they've been able to respond and almost offset a lot of the New York Liberty's advantages. Okay, real quick. Let's look at this. In game 4, another big game from the New York Liberty. Wait. This ain't game 4. This is game 3. Yeah, I recognize this one quick. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Let me click back to game 4. Today is Saturday. You're not gonna let me see game 4? Wow. Okay. That's rude. All right, whatever, man. I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm clicking on the link for game 4, and it's not pulling up. So whatever, man. I don't want to hold everybody up. I got some content to drop anyway, but anyway, this was a good game. Again, I'm sticking to my original prediction of the New York Liberty taking this series, winning their first championship. And I hate to even, count out the Minnesota Lynx, Nafisa Collier and the crew. I just think that the Liberty have been long overdue for this championship. And Sabrina Ionescu, I haven't really said her name a lot this particular video, but she has been really having a coming of age type story in her career, and really has shown, what she's capable of, man. She's already a star in this league, but I could see her being a superstar in this league. She's already hit one of the biggest shots in WNBA history. And again, I don't see this team slowing down at all. If they can play as good as they've been playing and use that advantage of the rebounding, and if their offense is clicking and they just lock in a few defensive plays, make a few more defensive plays than the Lynx, I can see them hoisting their first championship and franchise history. But also the Lynx, that defense, that speed, that IQ. Cheryl Reeve is, in my opinion, the Greg Popovich of the WNBA, just as far as being a long tenured coach that has been there, done that, seen it all. Is everything you want in this WNBA Finals, man. I tried to say it in my intro, but nonetheless, that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily. We stay very busy on this platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to hear what you all have to say about these topics. Excuse me. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.